They're not fighting for their father, they're fighting for their survival.
Diddy's children are trying to escape. After years of abuse and control, they have finally had enough. And this time, they're going away for good. Jaguar Wright saw this coming years ago.
And these are children who not only are attached to all of
Christian and Justin are both named in sexual assault lawsuits alongside Diddy. Allegedly, they were present at the freak-offs and at times even helped Diddy find new victims. Jaguar is pulling back the curtains on all these allegations. She wanted the world to know that Diddy was the reason Justin and Quincy had ended up being the way they were. Living with someone as disgusting as Diddy is what made them think all of this was okay.
when you're dealing with the kind of narcissist.
His kids go down with him. No one is going to hire them after this. And it was Diddy's money that they were spending. None of Diddy's kids have successful careers, and they know this. This is why they've been helping Diddy all along. They're outcasts at this point. It was all clear from the start that Diddy wasn't working alone. Finding out that the person helping him was his own son, however, was disgusting.
And I'll say it again, especially with what is happening with Kim's sons. I'm so grateful that she doesn't have to witness any of this. Because this probably would have killed any white Christian under scrutiny, Quincy being mocked and scorned, the girls now being implicated into home in the essay with their father by a girl who worked the white parties. Like, this is a lot.
How tonight with the we seen that with the devil. Part of the reason that Diddy got such a light sentence was because his kids spoke out for him. During the sentencing, all of Diddy's kids said that their father deserves a second chance and begged for mercy. The judge replied saying, "I know it was difficult for you guys, but I thank you. I needed to hear this." All.
And they didn't choose it. They were born into this. I don't think anybody's paying attention to that. The choice that they got. If that man calls and say, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, what else are they going to do? They gotta bet on him. I'm sure they're all praying he makes it, because if not, what are they going to? And they definitely can't count on Grandma Janice.
forced his kids to say this. Even during the trial, Diddy was using his family as a tool to help him pressure the victims. Prosecutors told the judge that Diddy had been in direct contact with the victims and his family had also been reaching out to them on his behalf. As a result of Diddy pressuring these victims, several of them refused to testify, and one even wrote a letter to the judge saying that Diddy was innocent.
All 6 of Diddy's adult children went to the podium and addressed the court. First Quincy, then Justin, then Christian, saying their dad is their superhero, and although he has made mistakes, the man that stands before us today is a changed man. They say he is more patient and remorseful. Christian getting choked up as he spoke. But then his 18-year-old daughter Jessie went to the mic. As she sobbed, she begged the judge to give her dad a second chance, saying she lost her mom at a young age and already has experienced so many milestones without her dad. Her sisters, Delilah and Chance, echoing the same sentiment. All of them heavily sobbing into the mic, just saying, please give my dad a second chance. They too reiterating that he is a changed man and that his demeanor is much different. Diddy is only a few feet away from them. He moved his chair so that he could face the podium. He's not crying, but his head is heavy and his hands are in his lap. Delilah telling the judge that she knows what it's like to grow up without a parent and she doesn't want this to happen to her 2-year-old sister Love. She says every night the toddler asks where her dad is. She then asked the judge to give her dad a second chance, not as a headline, but as a human being. At this point, several of Diddy's attorneys are also wiping away tears. The judge empathetically said, I know this was difficult for you guys, but I thank you. I needed to hear this. The defense then played a 10-minute video highlighting Diddy as a father, a businessman, a philanthropist. Now, another thing I want to know is right before his family spoke, it was his attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, who was on the podium, talking about all his accomplishments, how throughout the years, Diddy has gone out of his way to help people, and how that's his purpose and calling. And then Nicole Westmoreland broke down. Through tears, she talked about his ascent through the business world, how he started the Sean John clothing company, and how he's an inspiration to his community. And then through sobs, she said, he inspired me, and talked about an experience and a speech that touched her that he gave a few years ago at an event.
Diddy was calling the victims and using his family. Diddy made over 200 calls a day while he was behind bars. He wasn't calling his family 200 times. He was calling the victims. These victims even reported Diddy to the police. But Diddy didn't stop.
All right, sing happy birthday to Daddy.
To Daddy, happy birthday to Daddy, happy birthday. Keep going.
Happy birthday to
Daddy.
Keep going, love.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Yay!
We love you too.
Love you, Pops. We miss
I
you.
can't wait to see y'all.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see y'all.
Yes,
And I
sir.
just want to say I'm proud of y'all. Proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all. But just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong, and thank y'all for being by my side and supporting me. I love y'all. I got the best family in the world. My birthday, I'm happy. Thanks to y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
These kids have no way of making a living without Diddy, and Diddy knows this. He's using them as pawns to do his bidding. And the only reason they're saying yes is because Diddy is all they've got left.
Let me ask you, they looked at Diddy as one, a possible flight risk, but as two, as he could coerce witnesses. With having $75 million at his
This is the same family that had to leave the courtroom after hearing just what Diddy was doing to women. During the trial, after the prosecutors revealed just what Diddy had done to Cassie and Kim, his daughter stood up and left. There are even rumors that Delilah, Chance, and Jesse are allegedly distancing themselves from Diddy and planning to file for emancipation.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit up there and judge anybody and what they want to do for their parent or their financial provider. Because I'm sorry, do any of those children have a means for earning a living outside of the Combs enterprise? I don't think so.
I mean, King Combs.
Doing what?
I don't know.
What's he do? Other than post on his dad's timeline and make music videos that I don't know that anybody actually watches. What do they do? What do any of them do?
What does Paris Hilton do? I guess. Hell.
Paris Hilton is a wife and a mother now. She's
Very
not
true.
making
Very true.
SEX tapes anymore.
Very true. Very true.
Ain't none of them married and don't none of them had no kids. So what do they do?
Do they have the ability to speak for the father though, based on jail phone calls saying that he's a changed man?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even care. Really? I don't care.
After Diddy's sentence, his family walked out smiling while Diddy was crying and begging for mercy. Does this really look like a family that cares about what happens to their father?
During Phillips' testimony per People magazine, Diddy's 3 daughters, Chance, Delilah, and Jesse, left the courtroom. One of the occasions was during his testimony from May 12th, where Phillip alleged around 2012 or 2013 he had been given, quote, a few $1,000s to have sex with Cassie while Combs watched. Per NBC News, he told jurors, quote, we ended up having sex, rubbed baby oil on each other for a couple of minutes, while describing Diddy touching himself while watching them. Prosecutors also played in court the hotel security footage from 2016 obtained by CNN, where Diddy is seen assaulting Cassie. While the video was played, according to People, Diddy's daughters and mother remained in the courtroom but did not look at the video, looking straight ahead, while Diddy's sons watched.
Let me tell you, not only because he had left, he was in the back of the court and then he went, I think they took up to like a back room, but the you know, all the Diddy kids are there, right? So his daughters are there. I was sitting behind them. It was awkward for me to watch them have to listen to all of this. After he started, the male Esther started getting into a lot of the masturbation and stuff, they got up and left. Who
told them to leave? Did Diddy say leave or?
No, Diddy didn't tell them to leave. I don't know if there was a conversation or not. I looked up from writing and I saw them get up, so I don't know. But I know that they were like checking on each other throughout. I saw them ask like Christian at one point.
The reality of the situation is that Diddy's kids are just as bad as him. His sons are being sued for abuse that occurred at Diddy's freak-offs. If they lose any of these lawsuits, they're going away for just as long as Diddy. In April 2024, Grace Omarke filed a lawsuit against Christian King Combs, alleging sexual assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress during one of Diddy's freak-off parties. This party happened on Diddy's yacht, where Grace was hired to work as a stewardess. During the party, Christian pressured her to consume tequila, which she believes was spiked with drugs. She claims that once she lost consciousness,
Markey alleges that Christian kissed her neck, kissed her face, as he groped her legs, breasts, and private areas.
50 Cent said the same thing in his letter to the judge before Diddy's sentencing. 50 warned everyone of what Diddy was going to do once he got out. In his open letter, 50 Cent described his long-standing feud with Diddy, calling him very dangerous and claiming that he had feared for what Diddy might do to him. Near the end of the letter, 50 said Diddy's sons were involved in the same crimes, and if Diddy was let out, they would all return to doing the same things again,